Today, the focus of my presentation is institutional planning, its objectives, characteristics, and the role of educational administrator. Dear students, let us first try to understand what is institutional planning. Institutional planning is a critical aspect of educational management aimed at setting clear objectives, developing a strategic framework, and guiding the operations of educational institutions. This planning process is crucial for the effective functioning and growth of educational institutions. Let's delve into the objectives, characteristics, and the role of educational administrators in institutional planning with examples. Let me now discuss objectives of institutional planning. 1. Mission alignment. Institutional planning seeks to align the institution's activities, goals, and strategies with its mission and vision statements. This ensures that all efforts are directed toward fulfilling the institution's core purpose and long-term aspirations. 2. Goal achievement. Institutional planning aims to define clear educational goals and objectives that align with the mission and vision of the institution. For example, a university may set a goal to improve its research output by a certain percentage over the next 5 years. 3. Resource allocation. It involves planning the allocation of resources, including financial, human, and physical resources, to support educational activities effectively. For instance, a school may plan to hire additional teachers to reduce student-teacher ratios. 4. Quality improvement. Institutional planning focuses on enhancing the quality of education and educational services. Schools may plan to introduce innovative teaching methods or technology to improve the quality of instruction. 5. Student-centered approach. Planning strives to create a student-centered approach by identifying and meeting the diverse needs of students. For example, a college may plan to expand its support services for students with disabilities. 6. Stakeholder engagement. Planning involves engaging all relevant stakeholders, including students, parents, faculty, staff, and the community. Their input is valued and incorporated into decision-making processes. 7. Transparency and accountability. Institutional planning aims to maintain transparency in its processes and outcomes. It establishes accountability mechanisms to ensure that planned actions are carried out and evaluated. 8. Compliance and accreditation. For educational institutions seeking accreditation or complying with regulatory requirements, planning ensures that the institution meets the necessary standards and benchmarks. What are various characteristics of institutional planning? 1. Long-term perspective. Institutional planning typically has a long-term perspective, often spanning several years or even decades. It allows institutions to set ambitious goals and develop strategies to achieve them gradually. 2. Mission-driven. Planning is firmly grounded in the institution's mission and vision. It ensures that all planning efforts align with the institution's core purpose and values. 3. Data-informed. Planning is based on data and evidence. Institutions gather and analyze data on student performance, resource allocation, stakeholder feedback, and other relevant metrics to inform decision-making. 4. Participatory approach. Effective institutional planning involves input from various stakeholders, including administrators, faculty, students, parents, and community members. This participatory approach ensures that diverse perspectives are considered. 5. Flexibility. Plans should be flexible enough to adapt to changing circumstances and emerging challenges. Educational institutions need to revise and adjust their plans as needed to remain relevant and effective. 6. Integrated. Planning integrates various aspects of the institution's operations, including academic programs, student services, resource allocation, and administrative functions. It ensures that all elements work in harmony to achieve common goals. 7. Resource allocation. Planning involves allocating resources, including financial, human, and physical resources, in a manner that supports the institution's objectives. Budgets are developed to ensure funds are available for key initiatives. 8. Continuous improvement. A core characteristic of institutional planning is the commitment to continuous improvement. It encourages regular self-assessment and the pursuit of excellence in all areas of the institution. 9. Transparency. The planning process and its outcomes are transparent to stakeholders. Clear communication of goals, progress, and outcomes fosters trust and support from the institution's community. 10. Adaptive. Institutions acknowledge that change is a constant in the field of education. Planning anticipates and prepares for change by incorporating mechanisms for adaptation and innovation. 11. Accountability. Planning establishes accountability mechanisms to ensure that planned actions are carried out and evaluated. Responsible parties are held accountable for achieving defined goals. 12. Feedback loop. There is an ongoing feedback loop in institutional planning. Stakeholder feedback and assessment data are used to evaluate the effectiveness of strategies and to make informed adjustments. Now let us understand role of educational administrator in institutional planning. Educational administrators, such as principals, deans, and superintendents, play a pivotal role in the institutional planning process. Their responsibilities include 1. Setting direction. Administrators provide vision and direction for the institution. They establish clear educational objectives and work with stakeholders to define priorities. For example, a school principal may set a goal to improve literacy rates among elementary students. 2. Creating a framework. Administrators develop a strategic framework that outlines the steps, actions, and timelines required to achieve institutional goals. They may create committees or task forces to oversee specific aspects of the plan. 3. Resource allocation. Administrators are responsible for allocating resources in alignment with the plan's objectives. They ensure that the budget supports the goals set in the plan. 4. Monitoring progress. Administrators monitor the progress of the plan, regularly reviewing data and assessing whether the institution is on track to meet its objectives. If not, adjustments are made as necessary. 5. Communication. Administrators communicate the institutional plan to all stakeholders, ensuring that teachers, staff, students, parents, and the community are aware of the institution's goals and how they contribute to achieving them. 6. Problem solving. When challenges or obstacles arise, administrators are tasked with problem solving. They lead efforts to address issues and make decisions that keep the institution moving forward. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Education and Teacher Education, at Showkeen Bilal.